Hello, hi. I'm Emily Thomas and I've been a professional clown. I'm a spoken word poet. I am also a drama teacher. I'm one of those people who decided to break the norms of society and decided to wear many hats. And I've decided to pursue my passions, and instead of pursuing what society dictated that I should pursue after coming out from college. Many years ago, when I was a kid, to be honest, I watched a clown show. I saw a clown performing magic and I saw kids around him and laughing. That stuck in my head. This clown was doing magic and I was hooked to performing magic since I was a little kid. Magic has always been a personal passion and hobby of mine. And one day when I was working in corporate, this was about 13 years ago, a friend of mine who is one of our country's top clowns, he's my sifu actually. And one day we went for lunch and he looked me straight in the eyes and he said to me, "You know, you've got what it takes to be a clown." And I told him, "My father is going to kick me out of the house once I tell him, Pa, I want to be a clown." After all that spending money for me to go and study in college. And however, what I didn't realize is he had planted a seed in my head. 1 year later, I became a consultant and I was deep in corporate and also very unhappy at what I was doing. I knew that I was not happy working in corporate. And one day I made a decision. I quit my job. And I knocked on his door and I said, "Teach me." I imagined that my family and friends would look down at me, and I'm the one that built up. It was me who took 1 year to gather that courage and say, I'm going to walk a different path. And I was so afraid of telling people what I wanted to do. When I said to the people I was close to, I want to become a clown, immediately they embraced me and said, "Oh my God, go and pursue this. Embrace your passion. Be what you want to be." And especially my dad. I had built it up in my head for the longest of time that he would be the most disappointed in me. Come from an Indian family, it's either lawyer, doctor, engineer, or accountant, or somewhere along those lines. I was so hesitant to tell him, and I thought I would be breaking his heart. And when I went up to him and said, "Pa, I want to become a clown," he put his hand on my shoulder and he was like, "I'm glad that you're going to finally find a job that you would like to do." To be perfectly honest, when I walk around, I introduce myself as a professional clown. And that's where I get people immediately showing a lot of respect to me. I was very surprised. My 13 journey walking in these clown shoes have opened up my eyes. And I've seen a lot of people, from datos to performers to CEOs to even my former school teachers, who shake my hand and said, "Oh my God, I admire and I love what you're doing." So as a clown, to be perfectly honest, I've never encountered anybody putting me down or judging me for what I do. But however, outside, there are people who will judge you. And in my opinion, as I always tell my students as well, they don't live your life. They don't pay your bills. So let them say whatever they want to say, because at the end of the day, it is between you and yourself and your heart. And I refuse to let anything bring me down, because at the end of the day, I have a certain skill set that only I have. No one else can do what I do, as I can't do what the videographer is doing. I'll be honest with you, I can't do that. So that's him, and I give him respect for what he does. And I always tell people to practice kindness and practice equality. So that way you don't judge somebody and you don't allow someone to judge you. I must say, I do this for a lot of reasons, but the thing that I do as a passion, that's something that's from my heart. I do the hospital visits, and I go to the hospitals and I put on the clown makeup and perform and do a show. And when I see kids who feel so sick, who are crying every day in the hospital, and when they see a clown come in and pay attention to them, and kids in wheelchairs, moms are dancing and doing the Egyptian dance with me. Now that is all I take away from it. At the end of the day, when I see a kid dancing and smiling no matter where they come from, that is why I do what I do. Want to give something to people who don't have everything.